Hey, what's good, guys? This is going to be the Promised Neverland chapter 177, Mother, and 178. So a bit of a double bill. In the last chapter, we get to see by a stray demon who doesn't want to obey by the new laws. And live from this, what you're doing here, Isabella, trying to act like a mother now won't make you make up for what you've done all this time. You'll never become a mother. So this bit of dialogue, trying to say that she's at the point where she can't really redeem herself for all the horrible things she's done, but at the same time she's turned over a new leaf in a sense, and it's pretty powerful in a way. And I see that Ray has a bit of guilt in him because you can see that uh, he analyzes the bullets and he knows that he's the reason why his mother's died is his fault. I mean, he's blaming himself because he missed to kill the demon in the first place. And with this, the and it's kind of ironic. The person who saves mother, I mean Isabel, or I mean saved in, I mean in this situation, but she's not safe because she's definitely gonna die, is another demon, and he's from the royal guard, as you can see. And yeah, this thumbnail's pretty sad though. The one where she's laying down on the ground and all the children around her. And despite how everything went, everyone still likes Mother quite a bit. I mean, keep on. Isabella, and this is kind of sad because we were supposed to go to the human world with her, and it's kind of ruins the end goal, end game kind of thing, the perfect vision. That the fact that Isabella is going to die as well, because especially Ray, considering that it is his actual mother, and Emma as well. In her flashbacks, as she's learned more about the world and how it is, she's realized that the what Isabella did was what she did what she did because she had to, kind of thing, and as Emma learned more, she understood why Isabella did the things she did. And another thing that was really cute was the fact that these little flashbacks, and we learned that her smile was very genuine. So she wasn't faking that affection that she showed everyone. She actually did care, but it was how it is, kind of thing. And if she didn't want to, then she wouldn't have in the first place. And yeah, it's a pretty emotional scene. Everyone's crying, but what to do? She looks like she's definitely on death's bed anyway. So this is quite sad. And the final panel looks of her is her smiling, and yeah, looks like she's done. And just before she hits the coffin anyway, looks like she has a little final word to say to Ray, who is honestly her biological son. Everyone must know this at this point, and this especially must be hurtful for her, to be honest. And the final panel ends up with Isabel hugging Ray, Emma, and Norman when they were kids. It's a bit of a throwback back to simpler times. All right, so yeah. And then, so after that chapter was pretty decent. It was a bit of an emotional scene, and it was kind of dragged out because nothing in terms of story happens much except that she dies and she's just saying her final words. But in terms of the emotional thing, sentiments in that chapter, it was very high. It shows flashbacks to everything, and it shows how everyone felt towards Isabella, even though she did all those things to the children. They still loved Isabella quite a bit, and she did as well. So, all right, okay. So, to the human world, I see your mother, but you're free now. You did it. Okay. So, Sanju Music have come to the camp themselves. Ah, and Sanju brings up the the promise, because we've almost forgotten about the promise because Emma has still made the promise. So, I don't think she's going to be let go anytime soon anyway. Uh, okay. Oh yeah, that. Okay, so below Grace Field. Okay, what's below Grace Field? An island above Golden Water, just like the underground lake at Goldie Pond stairs. What is this place? I've heard of it. The passageway the Rati clan used to come and go, as well as transport goods. I'll use this water to tell Guru I want to implement the promise, and we'll go safely to the human world. Wait, how are we going to the Seven Walls again? No, exactly. What about the reward? The reward, will everything be alright? You have to give a reward, right, Emma? You're gonna go to the human world, right, too? Right? Okay, don't worry. Okay, so I think the kids have suspected what the reward to girl is going to be, in a sense that he Emma might not return and she's going to sacrifice herself, and everyone looks suspicious, especially what they call Ray and Norman in this one panel. They look very suspicious. Even Phil's caught onto it. So it's kind of bait what Emma's going to try to do anyway. You're not going to die before sustaining this world, anything like that, for sure. Me, everyone here, and all the children in the other farms will survive and won't be left behind. We can all go to the human world alive. Then what was the reward? What's the price we're paying to go to the human world? The reward that I want is your family. Huh? What the heck? What is this? What? Oh, damn. So everyone's been transported to the seven wall dimension. Okay, so what he wanted this whole time is your family. Your family is the most important thing to you, so I want your family. But there's a problem. Your family will all go to the human world. That's the promise. So I can't have your family. So what shall I do? That's fine. This time for you, I don't need a reward. What? 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 What the heck? That's some kind of loophole. So all the children can go to the human world without exception, and live. It's impossible. There is no reward. Spill it. That's what I thought too. But for the last 1,000 years, you've had everything taken away from you. So for those 1,000 years at the price, you have entertained me in various ways. So that's enough. Really. I mean, if there's no reward, then that's great. But something's off. It's too good to be true. That sounds way too good to be true. And it seems very convenient as well that there is no price to pay in this sense. Emma, if it's a deal that you have to sacrifice yourself, we will have to remain in this world. Now, there's really nothing, and you already know how dangerous it is to stay in the demon world. It's okay now, but maybe the demons will want to eat humans again, or there could be demons like the ones that killed Mom that won't accept the farms being abolished. The farms are gone, and Musica has become queen. No one can govern the appetite of the citizens, because for the demons, eating human isn't a sin or a crime. We should disappear into the human world as soon as possible. I'm not being sacrificed. Not me, nobody else here. Really, really, really? Okay, yay. It still doesn't make sense to me that girl would promise that you think they have an ulterior motive. I thought about that. Maybe the human world isn't peaceful. Even if it is, there's still a lot we have to worry about. Are they going to accept us? What about the seizures Norman and the others have? The future may not be bright, but that's why there was no reward. Even so, I want to implement the promise and go to the human world with everyone, because I know I can get over any worries or challenge as long as I'm with you guys. We can work together, create a brighter future. Let's go. Okay. So I'm still not certain. Is there a price to pay or not? Okay, ready? Okay, we're ready. And he looks like Guru is going to transport everyone to the human world. Okay, so is this all the kids? I feel like there was more kids. Oh, I mean, even the mothers are there with them. Actually, that's quite interesting. It's a very nice dynamic. Anyway, oh, Emma didn't even say farewell to Sanzu and Musica. Ah, never mind. She does it here right now. Okay, thanks. Bye, Musica, Sanzu. Yeah, good luck. I'm so glad I met you, Emma. I'll never forget you. Even if we live in two different worlds, we'll always be friends. All right. So it looks like Gura's power is quite omnipotent indeed, as he's transferring every single child in the demon world to the human world, as we can see, even the factory ones. I feel the most sorry for these ones, the ones that have sat not non-free range products, and they look like they've been force fed and barely been kept alive. And yeah, so oh, so the story continues. Everyone's in New York City, as we can tell with the Liberty statue, and yeah, they're all like washed up ashore, and that's quite interesting actually. That brings up a whole new mystery. What's going to happen in the human world? I can't wait to find out. But yeah, this has been quite a few interesting chapters indeed. This chapter definitely has a lot of story progression in a sense that we've now entered a different world, and we now know that all the children have successfully been removed from the demon world and to the human world. And even though there is no longer a risk of being eaten, there is still the risks of the humans, because the human world isn't as it might not be as what they imagined anyway. But I'm excited to see what happens next. Bye.